Top Star Juniors on the raceway. Harrison Bears is at the pole position for Jakey Lehman. Jacob Hill and Jesse Hammond. Luke Bailey, Baxter Truchet, Lucas Stevens, Lathwell, Reynolds, Scott, Parry, Whitehead. Jet Downs a long way back from next to Caden Harrison. The 444 McGeeney's back there as well. Halliday, Amato, Steele, Tiamato, and Wyatt Vandermeer is going to look from the back at a very long line. 21 cars go to Darren. He stopped to start finish once again. So we're going to go green this time around. Harrison Bears, Jake Lehman, KJB Juniors, JSRA, H-Tech, Bigton Civil, let's go racing for 20 laps. Let's go. Jakey Lehman getting better at the dispatch this time around from Harrod. The 18 machine's going to drive back underneath. Lehman gets a real crossed up in 1 and 2 on entry. Jesse Hammond and Hill are going to eat him up. But the 18 machine's going to fight back and take the lead down the back straight of Harrison Bears. Yellow, yellow, yellow. We've got a spin in 1 and 2. Tiamato. Jakey Lehman will be thinking, thank God. Wasn't much of a mistake, but in Top Star Junior in action here in WA, the slightest mistake can have dire consequences. So Tiamato brings the yellows on for the first time in the 38 machine. We'll do this all over again. Ken Lehman get it right this time around, and they're off. Better start out of Lehman this time around. Harrison Bears goes with him. Hill, Truchet, Bailey, Lathwell, they're all there. Lehman drives it hard over into turns 1 and 2. He's going to do much better coming off 2 this time around. He'll lead them coming off turn number 2. So they all batch up down the back straight. 20 cars to go, 20 laps as they run it through once again. Under pressure up in the front of the car. There's action everywhere. Absolute crazy out in front. So as they come through, Parry getting caught up high around the outside of Bikini turn through. Lehman leads lap number 1. 19 laps left to go. Harrison Bears on the back bumper. Harrison has betted Lehman in the past. That will be in the back of the mind of the WA champion. Young Stevens gets caught up on that one. Lehman goes out wide. They'll give Bears. Hammond gets a little untidy off 3 and 4. Side by side for the lead if you don't mind. As they go to 1 2. Harrison Bears fight hard. Lehman fighting hard on the outside, giving it absolutely everything. As they run it down the back straight, side by side if you don't mind. Don't know where to look. Lehman fights back on the outside as hard as he can. Harrison Bears on the inside. Great driver for the 18 machine. Hilly gets a little sideways. He'll lead lap number 3, just so slightly. He'll get sideways once again, loses more lap side. Lehman still hanging on the outside for all it's worth. Lathwell gets caught up there, so they're impeded by that one will be the one of Charlie Scott. He's going to stop on the back straight and try and get a yellow out of this one. As he leads it through once again, Charlie Scott stopped there. The Chief Short's not putting up with it. He's safe enough off the raceway. He does believe they're going to stay green. We'll go yellow now. He actually kept the car going and then brought on an intentional foul on the back straight. It's funny how that yellow light could get cars running. Harrison Bears to lead them away. Harrison Bears gets better than the dispatch this time around from Jakey Lehman. Quite untidy there. Jake gets caught to a bit of the infield there. Someone looks like they missed a gear and start finish late. That might have been Bree Hinsey. She gets it up and going now this time around. Harrison Bears for Jake Lehman, Jacob Hill, Jesse Hammond. Hammond gets a little sideways there. Baxter Truchet a little bit impeded on that one, but still all A-OK out in front of the running order. Charlie Scott trying to go around the outside. Bree Hinsey sounds like she's off the noise. Falling backwards through the field. So he runs out. Harrison Bears now gapping out quite comfortably out in front. As they come through once again, bit of a touch there. Lucas Stevens on Lathwell, nothing in it, just slight touch. That's actually penalised both, and Whitehead jumps up on top of that, goes forward. Big touch in there, 3 wide. Lathwell got untidy. We'll see if we've got a replay of that. Lethwell got untidy, which squeezed up Oscar Amato and Ciara Perry. And with that, it just a conquered effect where they think almost getting caught up there. So we'll go green this time around. Lights go out. Harrison Bears to lead them away. Let's go green. Harrison Bears, absolutely awesome start from him. Gets away. He's absolutely got this dialed in beautifully. Jakey Lehman just trying to do his best tail up. Just catching the infield once again, costing him car lengths going down the back straight, but that little Mirage has got some go. So they go now, heels all over the backside of Lehman this time around. So Lehman doing absolutely everything to try and stay with him. So run it down the main straight once again, another lap down, slight touch on the back bumper of Bree Hinsey from Lathwell. Once again caught up in some drama. So they run it into turns 1 and 2. Halliday gets spat out, goes a little bit backwards there, but all good now. But Bears out in front comfortably. Lehman sitting back in second. Hammond trying to pressure Healy. Jet Downs going forward slowly car by car. Back to Truchet, as I said, on the top 5. Again, he gets a little sideways going into one, manages to keep it all going. They run it down the outside. Oscar Amato moved forward some spots as well. Good tuning. Touch with the 25 car. Got into the side of the 62. We're going to go yellow. Be interesting to see how the stewards call that. Bree Hinsey got a smidgen crossed up and nothing out of the ordinary, and Lathwell just arrived at a rapid rate of knots and tagged it to the side of her into a back corner and turned them both around. Definitely a drama-filled race for the 25 machine. So we'll go green this time around. Harrison Bears to lead them away. Jakey Lehman, Jacob Hill, Jesse Hammond. See if we get a good handful of laps in. Harrison Bears gets not as good a start this time around. Still decent, one car late going into one. But Lehman was a lot more onto it. He gets caught up on that windrow just a little bit each time, but he's right with Harrison Bears this time as they run it down the back straight, right on the back bumper of the 18 machine. As he comes in, Jacob Hill's going to try and put the pressure on the back of our WA champion of Jake Lehman as they run it through once again. Jake Lehman looking up on the high side, coming down one. He's going to try and cut to the inside rear quarter panel. Throws it in hard. The little Mirage does what he can. The 88. Big crash on the main straight. Oscar Amato. Big crash on the main straight. Didn't quite catch what happened. 4 cars retired on the infield. Lathwell, Charlie Scott, Parry, and the latest retiree of Oscar Amato with a very second-hand looking Hyundai XL. Let's see if we can get some clean laps in for the journey home. About 6 laps in. 14 left to run. We're green. Lehman gets a better dispatch. A lot closer this time on the back of the 18. Jake Lehman learns very quick. He's gone to the inside. Harrison Bears, he's going to fight it. Harrison Bears fights back up on the outside. We're trying to run it in nice and deep this time around. Side by side for the lead, if you don't mind. Harrison Bears with the slight advantage. Lehman just trying to make the inside work the best he can as he runs it through. Jake Lehman just trying to get under the bottom side. Not much offering around the top side. Jet Downs can't get around. Backs to Truchet to crack into that top 5. Lucas Stevens has a moment. The model coming off turn number 2. Gives the position away to Whitehead now in the 82 machine. As they come through, Harrison Bears leads another lap down. Lehman, Hill, Mirage City led by an XL. So as they all come through once again. Harrison Bears out in front from Jakey Lehman, Jacob Hill and Jesse Hammond, and back to Truchet, your top 5. They run it through once again. Down the back straight. As they all start to get in, Lehman's going to do a bit of a dive on the rear end of Harrison Bears. Alicia Halliday's going to call it a day, and in she comes. So Harrison Bears out front from Lehman, Hill, Hammond, and Truchet still gets up on the wall. She's out. that steering damage to the 12 car. Does her best to try and get it out of the way. Well done, will stay green. Good job, Tali Steele. She collapsed the wall on the main straight, broke steering there. So at least she's got it out of the way. Jake Lehman still fighting on the bottom side to try and get underneath the 18 of Harrison Bears, who's doing a superb job out in front. Hill's under pressure from Jesse Hammer. Great drive from that little Hammer, as he's got a battle for third. Him and Hill come together on the main straight. Jesse lifts out of it. Jet Downs is going to call it a night too. Jet Downs is out. Unfortunately for that guy, just hasn't been there night, the 89 machine. Jesse Hammond does a great move under Jacob Hill now. He'll take third away. Can Jesse Hammond come on a charge now to come after our front two? Hill's got to fight back up on the inside though. Slight touch on the inside. Harrison Bears goes under Tiamato. Jake Lehman's got to follow that through. So run through this time around. Jakey Lehman follows through on the backside of Harrison Bears. Enters quite quickly underneath Tiamato. And Jesse Hammond trying to get involved with that mix as well, as Bree Hinsey up on the high, wide and handsome in 1 and 2 running her own race. Slap traffic's going to start coming to an effect now, a little bit more as they come up on the backside of Reynolds. Luke Bailey's going to call a night too. He's going to go infield. They're dropping like flies while our leaders sit there and fight it out. As they're running down the main straight this time, Jakey Lehman all over the backside of Harrison Bears. This is where the race is at. Doing their best this time around. Lehman just can't make that bottom side work. Harrison Bears absolutely linking together a superb race at this time and moment. Lehman drives in race. Harrison Bears shuts it down on the curb. He has to lift out once again. But Jesse Hammond in this time while these two battle, Jesse Hammond are able to close the gap just a little bit more and gap away from Jacob Hill in the 88 machine. So he sits back and waits, gets up with the lap car of Reynolds. As he comes through, Lehman comes through a lot cleaner. This time around, Lehman enters in so fast. Big touch on the back end. Entered a lot quicker than what he thought. Rolls back out of it, lets it go. He's going to get the run off turn number 4. They let it go. Slight touch there from Jake Lehman. Jake Lehman trying to fight back. Now a Collie member up here at the Collie Speedway. Jake Lehman bringing his WA title and coming and joining the Collie Speedway. Come here, will defend it, try and be a 3-time champ later in the season, but it's right now Harrison Bears his way and his first feature win of the season here at the Smoking History Collie Speedway. So as they run through there, Baxter Shea moving through, still sitting there in that top 5. He'll have to roll it back off once again, passing flag out for White Van der May. Ah, it's a checkered flag, I didn't even notice. 20 laps that quick. Harrison Bears will win it from Jakey Lehman. Jesse Hammond. Great drive from our junior sedans. I was so wrapped up in the race I didn't even notice the white flag come out. As we'll head down trackside for a bit of presentations. Harrison Bears can hold his head really, really high. As I'll catch you in about 5 minutes trackside with the junior presentations. So it's Harrison Bears. Just has his photos up in the ACPH Victory Lane. Just waiting for a couple of trophies to get out here. Of course, JSRA round 2 winner of Harrison Bears. That's great to see.